Hello there, and welcome to another episode of the Daily Kick. And trust me, I know you can see him already, but Charlie, I'm not going to say anything just yet. Before I introduce the brother right next to me, I just want to give you a little recap of what happened in the former episode. So yes, in the former episode, we were joined by David J, and he spoke to us about systems. What are systems? Systems are measures and structures you put in place to guide you through your week, through your day, aimed at attaining your goals. And what do we learn about systems? We learned that it's good to plan your day ahead the night before. And David spoke about some wonderful, amazing stuff. Charlie, I'm not even going to go through that. Just go back and watch the former episode, and boom, you're gonna get all of that. But today, he will watch it. He will watch it. True. Charlie, but today we've been joined by a phenomenal individual. Most of you already know him from Jamrock at Oak Plaza. Oak Plaza, right?
Yeah, man.
Charlie, I've been there a couple of times, and trust me, that Jamaican vibe is crazy. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Charlie, it's Kevoy Burton. Is it Burton? Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Charlie, how you doing, my brother?
I'm cool, oh.
Nice one, nice one. Charlie, he's becoming Ghanaian all of a sudden. Like, the Ghana, they every will enter your system, you know. All right, so, you know, Kev is here to talk to us about another important thing. Yeah, so we've talked about systems and whatnot to guide you through the day. But there's another important thing that we need to hit the nail on, you know, and it's all about attitude. How to stay positive through the day, how to adjust your mindset. And listen, you know, I don't know, most of you follow him already, and Charlie, trust me, when I'm bored during the day, there's one person that makes me gingered up. You know, maybe when I go for lunch, I just take my phone out and boom, I see Kevoy doing this thing. I'm like, yo, no, Charlie, the laughing alone, you know, I go ginger, you get back to work and boom, you have a positive mindset for that. So yeah, I called him so we could talk a little bit about attitude and how we can tune our mindset during the day just to boost us, you know. So Kev, what do you have to tell us about that, man? I just love, look, first off, man, I just love your positive energy.
Oh, thank you,
positive vibrations always.
Thank you.
But what do you have to tell us? What wisdom do you have to share, bro?
You know, to be honest, there is a lot of wisdom. So, you know, it all started when I was young.
Okay.
When I was about 14 years old.
Okay.
My father looked at me and he told me that it is what you let in that can hurt you.
Straight.
Saying?
Yeah.
And so I've held on to that since I was a teenager. And I've brought it into adulthood.
Okay.
So for me, my attitude only changes when I want it to change.
I like that.
Yeah. So, you know, because I have a great attitude towards life.
I like that. Yeah.
You know, I live each day as it comes, but I know I'm working towards an end.
I like that.
You understand?
I like that.
And so my attitude will never change.
I like that.
Because, you know, I'm not where I need to go. And as a matter of fact, there is no end to me until I die. You understand what I'm saying, my brother?
True.
So
Respect on that.
Yeah, so when I hear people say, oh yeah, you know, I want to get a house and I want to get a car and I want a family and thing, and you know, then I'll be happy. But I said, no, you can be happy now.
I like that.
Yeah, and then when you achieve these things, you can be happier.
Okay.
You understand? So you know, it's almost like an infinity for me, where I know, you know, I know what I want to achieve and what I want to have in my hand or, you know, in front of me, but I know that there is no end.
There's no end.
There's no end.
Kev, let me ask you a quick one here. You know, based on your father's advice, you know, sometimes you cannot control what hits you during the day. You know, I'm just giving an example. Somebody goes into the office and let's just say his manager is already mad from home because of blah, blah, blah. And the manager more or less exerts that anger on him with insults and whatnot. And I mean, this is an innocent individual, but then all this negative energy is hitting you, and it can be quite difficult. It can be quite frustrating because sometimes you try to keep up that positive vibe, and then one or two comments here and there can just boom bring you down. So how do you cope with that?
So the very first thing I usually do when someone has a negative attitude towards me is I check myself. I check myself to see if I'm the one that's contributing to this negativity, or if I am facilitating this negativity. And once it is that I am not, then it becomes a you thing and not a me thing. So my attitude remains the same. So my attitude doesn't change because yours is different from mine. Yeah, and your attitude, your energy isn't stronger than mine.
Yo, that's Charlie. That is just super. So wait, what I'm getting from Kev is basically that if he notices or realizes that this negative energy is not coming from me, it's coming from you, he is not going to vibe on that. He's just going to go like, okay, so this is your problem, this is your situation, let me do me. I was good before you came, so why should I let your thing affect me? Is that it, Kev?
Yeah.
Kev, you know, there's this other thing though, like in relation to, I think it's highly important in relation to working on your attitude. That is for those whose attitudes are not necessarily the best, because so far from the perspective that we're talking from, it means you have a super attitude. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, what about those who don't have that super attitude and they wake up grumpy, they wake up messed up, regardless of all the affirmations that we do in the mornings, whatnot? You go to work and boom, the least thing you are just So what would you say, what would you advise? What's the first step you think what one should take in relation to changing their attitude?
You see, alright, so I think it has to do with knowing self, understanding self. And one of the things that I hold on to is that I am happening to the world and the world is not happening to me.
I like that.
And so because I am happening to the world, that means I can change, or I can do whatever it is that I need to do to make my situation ideal.
I like
because
that.
I have the power to do so.
Yeah.
You see, and not because things are happening to me and I say, oh God, me I got dead, and oh God, why you're so evil.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you know, I don't really see setbacks, I see like setups.
I like that. I like that, yeah.
So to me it's like, you know, once you understand yourself and understand what it is that you need and understand what the process is, because things are a process.
Yeah.
The problem is this: a lot of people believe that you will want something and then it will happen tomorrow. You see me? I've learned a lot of principles from just gymming.
Yeah.
I understand that it's a process, my brother. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand you.
And the thing is it doesn't matter how many times you don't go to the gym.
Yeah.
It matters how many times you go to the gym.
That's true.
You understand? And
That's true.
I think what happens is that people tend to focus on the negative aspect of it when they say, I didn't go to the gym today, I'm slacking up, blah blah blah. I just say, I didn't go to the gym today. Tomorrow.
Sharp. You know the funny thing, this brings me back to the very first time I met you. Do you remember we had this conversation?
Yeah, we had something similar.
We spoke about this whole gymming thing, and you know the funny thing, I was just basically acting the same thing you just said. That was me. In fact, to some extent that is still me, but maybe the gymming thing is not for me.
It's my brother.
But yeah, maybe I need to get back on that. But the truth is, you know, people tend to, you start the process and they begin to think that, okay, so I just started today, boom, by next week I should have all the muscles and whatnot, which is one, is wrong. Two, you start, instead of you knowing that it is actually a gradual process, they come and they go in so hard and then what happens?
They injure themselves or
injure
they hurt
themselves, and then the next day you can't go.
But I'll tell you, because sometimes I felt that, because the thing is, I want abs, like I want chiseled abs.
Yeah,
you understand?
Straight.
But I like beer. You understand? But I like beer.
So, okay, cool. You like beer, you still want the abs.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see, that is something you have identified.
Yes.
So how are you balancing the equation?
To be honest with you, my brother, so the thing is now, because I know I can't go cold turkey, because beer is like it's social for me. So it's not like I have beer at home where I have a 6-pack and I have to drink beer every night. No. But when I go out with my friends and we're chatting and we like to drink a beer, you understand? Because it's like I don't know if you noticed, but they've marketed beer in that type of.
Yeah, it's a beautiful setting.
Exactly,
you know, it's all about boys. Oh,
it's always cheers and it's social. So they made it a culture, my brother.
Yeah.
And so it's sometimes culture is hard to beat.
Yeah, that's true.
But what I do is that I like to do things in bouts. So like I try to do like a 2 weeks. So like let's say I say, all right, 2 weeks no beer.
Yeah.
So I know I'm not going cold turkey, and then next week I can drink a 1 beer with my friend. You know what I mean?
That makes a lot of sense.
Because if you're too hard on yourself, my brother,
you can just mess it up altogether.
It's going to feel
some way. It's going to choke you up.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, Charlie, we just learned a whole lot from Kev today. But I think one of the most important things that we got was more about attitude and basically getting to know yourself and knowing that everything that happens to you, you choose the way you respond to it. Kev, what was that saying you made? You said what? Life is not
happening to the world.
I am happening to the world. Oh my God, that is just dope. That's just dope. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please do subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and please, we're gonna have a little more of Kevoy in the next episode. So stay safe, stay tuned, and it's all about love. Boom.